don't think it affected the way we played. It affects us on more of a sort of emotional level. You know, Hurdy's a friend to us all. He's our coach. We feel for him and the family, and he means a lot to us. And you know, it's just a great win.
What did he have to say at half-time? Your backs were against the wall. You're playing pretty ordinary.
Just asked us whether we were willing to fight like we said we were, and you know, it was the players who we drove it, you know, and some of the efforts of the young guys, extraordinary, and yeah, very proud.
Jake Carlisle was probably one of those, playing on a superstar in Padley, stood up in many one-on-one battles.
Yeah, he was terrific, Jake. He's just he's getting better and better, learning his craft more and more, and he just keeps going to the challenge and nothing phases him. And I thought him and a lot of players tonight really stood up for the team.
Thanks, Jake. Well done.
That was chock full of emotion and fatigue. The captain, the Brownlow medalist. Let's go back to Richo.
Jake, you hadn't played a lot of games of league footy, but all the boys then, there's a fair bit of emotion in the group at the moment, isn't there?
Yeah, a lot. Actually, we don't really travel that well, but we've set aside that we want to be a bloody good side this year, and number one is defence, and you have a look at that score, and how easy they scored in the first half, and we picked it back. It's just mature, you know, we're maturing as a side, which is really good. So
you're obviously a huge part of that. You're playing on, you know, a grade of the game in Matthew Pavlich. You just seem to be rising to the challenge. You look like you're enjoying and thriving on it.
Yeah, I am loving the challenge. Well, he's, you know, give me the number one every week. I'm just taking it with both hands. I'm just happy to play and get the opportunity and doing what I can.
Did you miss the old boy out there in the last half? He got subbed out. You probably could have done with him at the end there, a bit of composure.
On the screen, I nearly started crying, to be honest, and like, far out. Like, we were struggling for defenders, so we've just signed a good side on the rise, so it's very good.
Have you learned a lot off him?
Yeah, a very lot. Hope he's around for a few more years, and it'll be very handy. So
we'll probably retire before him, I reckon.
I think so.
Well done, Joe.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
And speaking of being on the rise, there's a young man who is. And there's an old man who has been there before. The victory never gets old. I mean, footy results don't mirror good and bad, but they do mirror togetherness. Let's go back to Richo.
Best one I've ever done.
Brendan, we're just talking about that. You've played in grand finals. You've been around for a long time, played in big games. How do you rate that?
Yeah, I just said that without the boys knowing, you won't know the roll-on effect from this game. Obviously, everyone's aware of the week we've had in the last 3 or 4 months. Come over here, backs against the wall at half-time, and mate, great characters tonight. It's a real strength of how far the group's come, and I've only been involved, obviously, for the last 6 months, but with respect to my last club, that's one of the best wins I've ever been involved with.
Now, you've obviously changed clubs, and you've walked into something you wouldn't have seen coming. Must say a lot about the group, the way they've stood up 3-0 at this point of the season.
Yeah, that's right. I think the club hasn't faced too many controversies and crises like these before, so for the boys as well, a young group to face something like they have and to come out the other end of it like tonight. The first 3 rounds, pre-season we had, it's a real credit to the coaching staff, the way they've acted. David Evans, can't speak highly enough of him, Hurdy, and just for everyone out there, mate, we're backing Hurdy to the hilt, so whatever anyone wants to say right about him, mate, we're right behind him.
Well said, Brendan. Well done.